Hey guys, this is MrCrayfish and welcome back to my Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial today, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a gambling machine. So I did a video a couple of days ago showcasing this Redstone contraption, and I wanted to get you guys opinions on whether I should do a tutorial, and most of you guys said yes, do a tutorial, so I am doing one today. But yeah, I'm going to show you how this works if you don't know about it. So what you need to do is simply just put a diamond into the hopper at the front here, and it will start scrolling through. After a random amount of time, it will stop, and it looks like we landed on this end option here. We did not win. To win, you need to make sure it lands on the green marker. And there we go, we won after 2. That was good luck. Look, we got an extra diamond now. We actually made a profit. But yeah, I'm going to be teaching you how to build this today. A fair warning before we actually start, this is quite advanced, so if you are having some problems, make sure you rewatch the video, and I'm going to be saying that multiple times throughout this tutorial today. So let's get started. So what you are going to need is 97 redstone dust, or 1 stack and 33, 9 redstone torches, 22 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone comparators, 5 redstone lamps, 1 block of redstone, 1 sticky piston, 2 tripwire hooks, 1 piece of string, 3 hoppers, 5 note blocks, 7 droppers, 1 chest, and 64 block of your choice. Now for the display, what you're going to need is 14 oak wood, 4 oak wood planks, 2 lime wool, 8 red wool, 5 fence, and 11 oak wood slabs. And the last one is 1 piece of cobweb. We're first going to start with building the display, and this just gives us an idea where the machine is actually going to be built. So you first want to get out your oak logs. You want to build a 3-high pillar. And then we're going to go red wool, oak wood, red wool, oak wood, lime, oak, red, and then a 3-high pillar at the end here. Then on top of each piece of wool, place a redstone lamp. In between them, place planks. Now place the corresponding wool block on top of each redstone lamp. Then in between those wool blocks, place the oak logs. Then on the top of the display, just place half slabs like that, so it covers up the top and it looks a lot nicer. Now for the fence here, what we're going to do is we're going to stand in the middle here, leave 2 spaces, place 1 down, then we want to face the front, place 2 either side, then 1 in front of each of the ends. Now we're going to get on with the redstone. Now it can get quite complex, so if you do have some trouble, make sure that you pause the video and re-watch it, because this is going to be quite advanced and I'm not going to be able to help you with your problems if you do have any, so make sure you just re-watch the video if you are having any problems. But yeah, we're first going to start with the input method, and this is where you put in the diamond. Well, it detects the diamond that you put it in, and then it will send a signal out to the machine that a diamond's been put in, and then it should run it. So what we're going to do is, in between the fences here, we're going to dig down 3, place a chest at the bottom, and then put 2 hoppers on top, and then while you jump back up, hold shift at the same time. There we go. Now behind the fence here, what we're going to do is we're going to dig out 2 down until we get in line with the display here. On this first block here, we're going to place a redstone comparator facing away from that hopper there, so we're just going to place it like that, and then we're going to place a redstone repeater. Now destroy this block in front of the redstone repeater there, and place a piece of redstone down there, and then place a block back in front of the repeater, like so. Now dig out these blocks to the left side until you're 1 lower than what the repeater and comparator is on. like so. And then for here, next to the hoppers, just dig out these 2 blocks there, and then leave that one there next to the chest. Place a redstone torch on this face of the block there. Then we want to place a redstone repeater going into here, and then put a piece of redstone dust on top of that block. Now get out your block of redstone, and what we need to do is dig out this block to the right of the redstone comparator here, then dig the one under it, place that block down there, and then put a piece of redstone dust on top. Now we need to actually configure this so it only allows diamonds to go through. So what we need to do is we need to get out 4 beds, or you want to craft them. So you get 4 beds out, and then you want to get 63 diamonds. So 63 like so. You want to put them in and put the beds on the last 4 slots, and then put the 63 diamond on the first slot like that. And then I'll give you a little demo real quickly. If I put in this diamond, you'll notice that this redstone here turned off, and what this did is it allowed 1 diamond to actually pass through here, and that 1 diamond is now in that chest down there. Now come behind the display, and what you need to do is get your note blocks and place them behind the redstone lamps like so. Now you can set these to any tune that you want. You can also put blocks under here if you want to as well, to make it a hi-hat or a snare or something like that. Right now it's just the I'm not sure which one it is, whatever that one is. But yeah, we're going to configure it. So I hit that one once, we're going to hit this one twice, this one 3 times, this one 4 times, and 5. Now that just gives it a cool tune when it's actually scrolling through them. Now we're going to place 5 blocks behind the note blocks like this, so diagonally down behind it. We're going to put redstone repeaters going into the note blocks. Then we're going to place blocks behind the redstone repeaters. So to do this, make sure you hold shift and you right click. Then place blocks in between them as well. And then add an extra block at each end. Now on top of these blocks in between each repeater here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a redstone repeater facing to the left. So like that, and like that. And then put redstone in line with the repeaters here on these blocks. Now we need this to loop around again, and what we're going to do is we're going to, at the end here, bring it back 1, then we're going to bring it down 1, and then down 1 again. We don't need to place blocks down. Do this at the other end as well, so bring it back 1, bring it down, and then we're going to extend the redstone so it comes down to this layer here, and then we want to go left until we get in line with the middle here. Just don't place any. Do this with the other side as well, so bring the redstone down here, then make it get in line with the middle here. We are then going to place a redstone repeater so it faces to the right. Now in line with the repeaters at the top here, what we want to do is we want to bring it back 2 blocks, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now at the ends we want to place planks in between them. It should look something like this. Once you've done that, we want to place redstone repeaters which go into these repeaters here. What this will do is it will lock them up, but we're not going to go into detail about how it works now. Then on these end blocks here, just place redstone down. Now get your redstone torches, and what we're going to do is we're going to place them on this face of the block here, so in between, or in the holes, and then at the end here. And what this allows you to do is to customize each output. So what you could do is, if say someone got the green, then they get the diamonds, but if someone got the red, then you might make them, I don't know, get shot by arrows or something like that. It's really up to you how you want it to work. We also need to put a redstone repeater going into this one as well, because this one needs to be lockable too. Now in line with the middle here, what we need to do is place two, bring the blocks back two like that, and then behind this repeater here, place a block and then put redstone on top of those three blocks like so. Place a redstone repeater which goes into this block here, then place a redstone comparator behind it. This here we are going to create a T flip-flop. This is using the dropper version, which is really nice and it's silent as well. So leave one space, and then what we want to do is place a dropper facing upwards. Then we want to make it facing to the front. On this block here we want to place a dropper which faces into this one here. Then put a hopper on top of this dropper here, and make sure the funnel's facing downwards. Now to the right of this end dropper here, what we want to do is place three blocks and then place one going forward. Then we want to dig down one block and we want to place our sticky piston down the bottom there and then put a block on top of it. Then go two forward like that. Now to power that piston, what we want to do is use the redstone signal that we get from here. So bring that down one, and then we want to dig out a kind of an R shape like so, and then place the redstone in there. And you can see now that the redstone is going into the piston. Now before this block that the piston is connected to, what we need to do is place a redstone repeater facing to the back, then leave a space and place redstone until you get one block before here. We actually need to destroy this block here, and then place redstone down the bottom like so. Now we need to connect this redstone here up with the dropper at the front. What this will do is it will stop people putting items in when it's actually scrolling through them. This is just so you don't actually waste your diamonds when you are trying to gamble. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to come back here, dig out these two blocks. We're going to dig down one, and then we're going to dig under here. Now, if you're struggling, just make sure you pause the video and stuff like that. But yeah, bring it down one like that, and then we also need to bring it down one more, just so it doesn't interact with that redstone there. Bring it this way, and then try and find the day of light again. Now we want to make a tunnel for this redstone to the front, and make sure it's one block under the layer that you build it on, just so it's not exposed and you can put a floor on top of it. So we're going to dig a 2 deep tunnel and just keep digging it to the front, and you want to stop when you get in line with, until you get in line with 2 blocks away from the hopper here, and then we want to dig so we get in line with that. So dig it to the center, and then stop when you get here in the center, and then dig 2 down in front of the hopper here. Now on this back face of that bottom block, place a redstone torch, and then in the tunnel we're just going to place redstone until we get to the redstone that we placed before, and it should connect up like so. Now in line with this block here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a redstone repeater, because the signal doesn't go that far, and to make it go that far we just need to add that extra repeater, and then this should make it all the way to the end. We will just check one. Yes, it makes it to the end. Now from here, the rest of the redstone is 16 in length, and that is the maximum distance that redstone can travel. So it will power up to here, which then will actually turn off this redstone torch. Now once you've made that tunnel, you can cover it back up just so you don't fall down in it. And then make sure that you put a block on top of that redstone torch as well, because we want to actually stop items going in this hopper too, not just the bottom one. Now we have more tunnels to create. I know there's a lot of tunnels involved in this, but it just hides the redstone for you guys. So to the left of that redstone down there, what we need to do is dig 2 down, and then keep digging to the left until you are in line with this last option here. Dig it 2 down again, and then we need to dig towards the back. So keep digging and just keep going, digging this tunnel under the display like so. Now I actually made a mistake here, so what you need to do just to fix this is to take this repeater and that redstone back there, destroy these blocks, And then what we just need to do is to bring it down one more. So dig out another hole, place the piston down there, and then we'll place our block top on there. And we don't actually have to put any blocks down. We can actually just put the redstone like this. Don't put any redstone on top of the block that the piston is connected to. Put a redstone repeater before the block, and then redstone at the end. Now this tunnel here that we dug, and then we continued digging it to the back, should stop when you get in line with this repeater here. So make sure you stop when you get there. And then we want to dig the tunnel going this way, so dig to the left like that, too deep again, and stop until you get in line with this redstone torch here. Then we're going to make stairs going up, going towards the back, so 1, 2, and then 3. Now get your redstone dust, and we're going to place it down in this tunnel. Now under this block here, we're actually going to replace it with a repeater. Dig out this block to the left of the redstone here, place a piece of redstone on that, and then it should power this repeater here. Now I forgot, we actually need to invert the signal at the start here, so come back to the front, leave that redstone there, replace this first with this second piece of redstone dust, and what we're going to do is we're going to place a redstone torch on this right face of the block, and then it should be turned off because this redstone here is powering that block. When that actually turns off, this will turn on, and that will trigger the system at the back here. Now this tunnel that we dug over to that side, place redstone at the bottom until you get to that top block here. Then facing to the right, we want to place a dropper like so. Get your cobweb out, place that in front of the dropper, and then this will hold the item in there. Now I want to dig out 3 blocks under the cobweb like that. Get your tripwire hook and place it on either end, and then place the string in the middle. Now under the tripwire as well, we need to dig out some more blocks, and this is just to ensure that the blocks don't connect up, because as you know, when you actually drop a block and you drop another one, they actually connect up, and then this just reduces lag. It was Minecraft's way of doing it. So make sure you dig out the blocks under the tripwire hooks, and then just replace the string, just so it has that drop, that bottom bit there, and it won't join up. Now this might be a problem on servers, but I can't really do much about this. I designed this in vanilla Minecraft, so maybe speak to your server owner if you want to get something changed about that. Then all you simply need to do is the block that this tripwire hook is connected to, place one there, and then place one going into the dropper here. The last thing that we've got to do to this gambling machine is actually add the jackpot, the reward. So what you need to do is get in line with the middle one here, and you'll see this redstone torch. We're going to be using this as our source. Tomato sauce, yeah. We're simply just going to dig down one, and dig forward, and dig forward again. Replace that block there, and then put a piece of redstone dust on top of it, and then it should be powered by the torch above. Place a redstone torch on this front face, a piece of redstone dust in front of the redstone torch, and then a redstone repeater which goes into that dirt block there. Then come to the front of your design, and if we destroy this block under the green bit there, you should see the redstone repeater. Place your dropper facing the front, and then place one to the right of it, and then obviously one to the left as well. So we're actually nearing the end of this tutorial. We have completed all the redstone, but what we need to do is actually just start covering up everything. So cover up all the holes. Now make sure when you're actually covering up, you don't actually cut off any redstone. So if I place one here, it will actually cut this redstone off, essentially breaking it. Same with here as well. Make sure this redstone can actually get up here. Now for this dropper back here, what we need to do is actually place some items in there. So we're just going to place the dirt that I used, and then this will be used as our timing mechanism. When it's fired out, it will go into the cobweb, and then once it falls down, it will trigger the tripwire, which then will determine if you won the jackpot or not. Also, in the droppers at the front here, what you want to do is actually fill them up with a prize of your choice. So I'm just going to put diamonds in there, and then just patch it up like so. Now we actually need to start it up. It's kind of weird because it's like you're putting keys into a car engine. You've got to start it up. This is how you actually start up the machine. I'm in creative, and this is not really a part of the material list because you don't actually need these materials. You can destroy this after. So what you just need to do is get a redstone repeater, place it there, get a sticky piston, place it behind it, and then put a block on top of it, then put another redstone repeater going into that block, and then we're simply just going to put a torch in front of this redstone repeater, and it should start it up. And then you can destroy this here, and you'll notice that it is cycling through all the things. Next, what you need to do is put a block into this dropper here, so it can be anything, and make sure it's only one item. Don't put two in there, or that's actually going to break it. And then what we just need to do is manually just stop this, so simply just throw an item into the tripwire like so, and then it will stop the kind of like infinite circuit going around. And then as you can see, when I put that in, it actually locked it onto this option here, as you can see. Now we're going to give it a test run, and fingers crossed that this works. As you can see, it's still on that option that we just tested before. I have not tested this, so I'm hoping that this does work, and I'm going to look like an idiot if it doesn't. So we're just going to quickly test it out. So pop your diamond into it. Okay, found a problem already. Okay, so I found the problem. All you need to do is that repeater that we placed in line with this block here, move it forward one, and then that should actually fix it. Now it should work because it wasn't letting us put the item in, but it should let us put it in now. So if we go ahead and we put a diamond into the dropper here, you'll see that it is now scrolling through all the options. And if we go to the back here, you'll see that an item has been dispensed out of the dispenser here, and it should trigger the tripwire any second. And then you can see that our option that we got was this last one, and it looks like we didn't win, so I guess we could put in another diamond, test our luck. If I try to put in another diamond, as you can see, it won't let me do it because it's already running. And it looks like we didn't win again. We suck. And there we go, we won 3 diamonds back, and we only lost -2 diamonds, so we practically just lost that gambling session. So there we have it, guys. That is the gambling machine. That is it for this tutorial. If you want to know actually how this works in detail, I'll link you back to my original video where I actually explain it very well and very clearly, so I'll put a link in the description for that. Now I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you didn't, please remember to watch this video again, because I'm not going to be able to help, because this is quite an advanced redstone contraption, and it's going to be hard for me to actually figure out your problem without actually seeing what is wrong with it. So make sure you rewatch the video if you are having any problems. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial. Please remember to hit that like button, really helps me out. I have another redstone tutorial coming really soon, so I would appreciate if you give me that motivation by hitting the like button, commenting, and yeah, if you have any ideas as well for redstone tutorials, let me know in the comments, because I will consider them. And that is it. I'll see you guys later. Bye!